Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Bloomberg's Nora Melinda here with some stocks on the move today. Nora, get us started with Verizon.
Yes, Verizon and EchoStar in focus. Ticker VZ for Verizon and SATS here for EchoStar. We're looking at the two companies right now. We've got EchoStar shares jumping after news that it will be engaging in some talks to sell some of its wireless spectrum to Verizon Communications. If you look more broadly, this stock has really been on a tear this year, up 230% so far year to date. And of course, this news with Verizon in terms of the conversations that they're having definitely follows what we were looking at back in late August about AT&T buying some spectrum licenses from EchoStar for about $23 billion in cash here. So we know EchoStar really has relationships with a few of these other companies, AT&T, SpaceX as well. So lots to really dig into for this company, really seeing some strong gains here for investors.
Again, about time. We've waited for a dozen years for these returns. So there we go. Okay,
Right.
What else?
Also looking at shares of Spotify, that's ticker SPOT here, sliding down as much as 5.6%. That's the worst since July here in terms of daily performance. And this is after news that its CEO, Daniel Ek, is stepping aside after leading the company for almost 2 decades here. He was one of the co-founders of the company, but they will be promoting 2 people here that were co-presidents. They will be jointly running the company moving forward here. But of course, this has really been a challenging time more broadly when you think about Spotify and a lot of these streaming different platforms here, especially as you think about AI kind of coming in and kind of challenging the order here. So it's a bit of a time of flux right now, especially with growth slowing to its lowest rate in years, especially as we have streaming kind of maturing in some of those major markets here. So definitely a lot going on there with Spotify, seeing a slide of as much as 5.6%.
And I'm just bracing myself for more price hikes from Spotify as well.
I know.
Speaking of prices, Nora, you're looking at Pfizer because there's reports and expectations that it will cut some drug prices in a deal with President Trump.
Right. I mean, so there is this expectation here. So we are seeing shares of Pfizer charging higher here, up about 2.7% right now. That's ticker PFE here. And so this is an announcement about plans to lower prescription drug prices. Of course, we know this is an event alongside Trump and including across the board reductions on U.S. prices more broadly. But Americans that are enrolled in the U.S. Medicare insurance program will receive the most favored nation pricing on some of Pfizer's medicines. And Pfizer will launch direct-to-consumer sales of drugs at substantial discounts through Trump RX.
Trump RX, that's a thing.
That's a thing.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.